had them days, really trying hard enough to send it your way. Tell yourself that it's okay.
What's up,
but it's a feeling that
Prospect?
you can't seem to shake. So you hop
Bulldog?
in your ride, thinking maybe a little drive will help you ease your mind. Hit the radio dial, then be surprised cause you feel like it's a sign. You ever had them days when you was feeling good and everything was going great? Couldn't nothing get them in your way. I know everyone that hears me can relate.
Man, you guys know that as Radio by Ski Mask Cowboy. It's been some time since Ski Mask has been up on the channel, so I'm excited for this. And we got some big news. I seen an Instagram post that he talks about a different direction with his career. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna let him talk about it. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be super interesting. I had a lot of people message me saying they're really looking forward to doing this, so I'm excited for you guys to learn more about this situation. So without further ado, I present to you Ski Mask Cowboy.
Hello,
What's up,
world.
dog?
What's up, bro?
Not much, man. How you been?
Oh man, dude, I can't complain at all, man. I've been great.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. It's been took a few months off, got my head right, and I'm back now.
Yeah, I kind of like that thing. What do you call that thing you got there?
What, this mask?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is hand sewn by Ski Mask Cowboy himself. Uh, we rocking flannel, all black like Johnny Cash, with a little pop to the face. And
Yeah.
I even made a band out of the leftover material on the
D-
top.
What do they call those bands for the hat? They call that something.
Man, they got so many different names, bro. I just call them a hat band. Just a
Cause
band.
I hear you talking about the other thing you wear. What's the
On my
thing you wear?
bolo?
Yeah, there you go. I knew you had a name for something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
man.
what's up.
It's just a band. That's
He said just the band, just something to make the hat, give the hat some style.
yeah, man. It come with like a black, which I actually molded the brim myself. I got a
Yeah.
steamer, but it come with like just a regular old, like, I don't know what material it was, like a silky kind of satin kind of thing, and it was black, so it didn't have no pop to it. So put the
You
pop.
got multiple. You got multiple masks. Or you just got that one now.
Oh man, I got this one, and I got a red. Like instead of white, it's red and black. And we're just gonna rock flannel and some Aztec. I got some Aztec faces coming too.
You know what's pretty dope is it gives you can see more of who you are. The ski mask, it was just like you always felt like you were getting mugged. You know what I mean? Like you can never really see your expressions. That you could see like your cheekbones. You could
Yeah.
see, you know what I mean. You can see kind of more of an image of who you are. It's
Yep.
pretty dope. So
Yeah,
is the
man.
music?
I haven't sewed since home ec in high school, bro. So I had to teach myself how to do it again, man. But yeah, I sewed this by hand, man. I didn't know use no sewing machine. I did it the old school way.
Hold on, they said I got an echo. Should be better now.
Yeah, I don't check. Yeah,
Check check.
we good.
Yeah, so no, that's crazy, bro. It's that's cool to see. You know, the image change in the middle of like your musical career is kind of risky, I guess. But you didn't make a drastic one. Did the music give? Did that change, or is that gonna be?
All right, so the only man I'm still, I guess you could say, country rap, but I'm going more down this Christian lane instead of the more secular type. Like uh what the things I talked about in Country Boy Ballin'. Uh, can't say I'm proud of them now that I changed my ways, but at the same time, man, it tells a story because people can look back and the more and more I grow, it's more about the youth now, like reaching the youth and trying to teach the youth, and it's more about helping people. It's not about the money, fame, the nice cars, big house anymore, bro. It's about the message now to me. And I was raised pretty Christian, like strict, and like anybody else, bro. When they hit their teens, they go buck wild. And
Yeah.
man, last 3 4 years, man, I just kind of been gradually going back to the way I was taught, and I actually did Christian rap probably 6 7 years ago, and but like more like the Lecrae kind of stuff. It was back like when
Lost you for a second.
I told my wife, like the whole Ski Mask Cowboy. Huh?
I lost you for a split second there. You lagged out. You said like Lecrae, kind of, and then you lagged out.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's more like the Lecrae kind of thing. But now, man, it makes me feel better. It's more me. It's more what I want to do, and that's help people with the message. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I can tell more like heartfelt messages with it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's what I text my manager, man. Shout out Rory Nickel, RMN, bro, over in Scotland. And I text him one day because he called me because he seen where I was posting like all these Bibles and stuff I was studying. I had all these study books, and he asked me straight up. He's like, "Do you even still want to do music anymore?" I was like, "Yeah, but I want to do it with a purpose this time."
Hmm.
And so he sent me some stuff, and I was like, "Hey, bro, send me some sad stuff." So he sent me some sad stuff, and I sent him some songs back. I was like, "Look, bro, now it's time to make people cry." And
Yeah.
he laughed about it, and I was like, "It's just more of the message and helping people." You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the worldly things anymore.
Well, you could tell that your mute like you had hype music, but you
Yeah,
could tell like Oceans, you could tell
yeah,
there was way more to Ski Mask, like
oh
his
yeah,
vocabulary with music. And then I know like Hocus Pocus was one of my jams. I know that that song was crazy wild hype energy. Yeah, there was some weird parts in it. Even my daughter loves your music. She knew better than to say it, but I could see where you could be like, that song ain't the best. How does is that are those songs you still listen to? Like Hocus Pocus, stuff like that?
well, all right. So I took Hocus Pocus down,
What?
and well, the history
Ah.
of Hocus Pocus on the producer on it, all that stuff. Not that we had like a falling out or anything, but it was mostly the lyrics and stuff that got me.
Mhm.
And dude, I can't tell you how many times whenever like I'm writing music that I think about you and your family listening to my music. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want your daughter to be listening to certain stuff like that because I don't want my kids listening to certain stuff like that.
That's what's up.
I was like, if I can make like real songs that talk about real life things, real life situations, more meaningful Christian, you know, and I'm not going to help everybody because a lot of people are stubborn in this world. You know what I'm saying? And but if I could take 100 people in a crowd and turn one person towards, living a more godly way, then that right there is more meaningful than anything else. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's helped me become a better person, like just studying. Uh, Probably 2 years ago, dude, I probably said 100 cuss words in one sentence, and now I've probably said 100 cuss words since last November.
Hmm. That's crazy.
And like I just like I'm way, way, way more like humble and positive. Like I was always humble, like you know what I'm saying? Like I always felt like I was, but to now I know what humble is and you know what I'm saying? Like I know and like patience and just learning everything, you know what I'm saying? So
That's
it,
crazy. That's crazy though that you say that because I wouldn't have even thought that you weren't humble. Like I looked at you as like a very humble and respected like I didn't think you ever struggled with that. So sharing that's pretty dope to see that even when you look at somebody then you think they might have it all figured out, they're still trying to figure it out.
oh yeah, bro. And
That's what's up.
and like I love my wife more than anything, but no marriage is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. But like we tell each other all the time, like we got to swallow our pride. You know what I'm saying? We can't let our pride get the best of. We just got to come together and be, more humble about things, because when you're prideful, you get angry. 0 to 100 quick. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to. So it's been a learning process, man. I've been working on it for, like I said, 3 or 4 years, man. Like I started, I've always, you know what I'm saying, I never like really strayed away, but I strayed away. You know what I'm saying? Like I was wanting to do what I wanted to do, but I've never been like a non-believer. But one day, bro, I was in Greeley, Colorado, and this dude walked up to me, and he was like, "Hey," and I was in Walmart, and he walked up to me, and he was like, "Hey, man, do you know God?" And I was like, "Yeah, I like to say I do." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "But I can't sit here and like quote you a verse." And he was like, "Oh, no, 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 no." He's like, "What's your name?" And I told him my name, and he said something else, and I can't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, it changed my life, dude. Like the thing he said, it was like, wait a minute, bro. That was like, man, I never even thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I started, transition. I started listening to sermons and stuff, and uh, kind of putting, learning to put God before anything. You know what I'm saying? And it really changed my life. And I'm no means perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and preach like I am. You know what I'm saying? I still struggle.
Yeah.
Everybody struggles, but uh, I don't know, bro. Like people always talk about when the Holy Spirit enters you, and bro, like I'm telling you, man, that stuff's real.
I believe it. I see. The thing is, bro, it's such a hard thing to. For me, it really just goes if you believe, right? So, I understand what you're saying about more positive music, but what I think is completely different. Like it doesn't matter what I believe in your spiritual awakening, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what anybody. So make music however you want to make it. If you want to scream about spirituality, scream about spirituality. If you want to just not curse and still make the type of music you were making and have positive messages, bro, I'm here for it. I think that's dope. I think that you taking that negativity out of your music for any reason
hmm
is
yeah,
awesome. So
yeah. And like, not every song's gonna be considered a Christian. I'm gonna make
yeah.
regular country. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You still got the rights to Hocus Pocus, the beat, at least.
yeah.
Redo the beat, make a Hocus Pocus part two, and make it like a holy Hocus Pocus.
Oh, hey, that would be pretty tight. Yeah, but no, man, and like I said, man, I ain't preaching to nobody, and it just makes me feel better to not
Yeah.
cuss anymore in my music, to be more positive, because I know a lot of people listen to me, especially over in Europe. There's a lot of
Mhm.
kids bumping my music, and my manager's been on me about trying to make more commercial radio kind of thing, and but a lot easier to put it on the radio without any cussing versus going back and doing a radio edit and half the song's missing. And I was like,
Right.
yeah, I get it. So we went down that lane, and just kind of glorifying God a little bit. Uh, and I know, bro, I know.
People, no, it's not okay. So people are going to probably give you hell because they're going to say,
I
"Oh,
expect it, bro. I'm ready for it.
well, it's not. This is a thing. Nobody plans on when they're going to have that spiritual. When I got sober, I had that spiritual awakening.
Yep,
I thought that, I thought that, and it comes on heavy, and that's what happens. And some people it never fades out. It only gets stronger. Some people it kind of tapers back, and they just have that belief, and
yep,
it is what it is, and that's all right, bro. But people are going to hate, and at the end of the day, I think it's cool that you don't. I know your personality. I know the type of person you are. You're going to encourage it. Like keep hating because at least if, like I've always said, I feel like you would agree with this. If they're hating on you, they're not hating on somebody else.
yep.
You know what I mean? So uh,
I expect it, bro. I expect people to go back and listen to my old music and say, "Oh, well, you was this before this." You know what I'm saying? But and
yeah,
that's fine. Like But it also tells a story. Okay, if he was saying this and living like this, but then he changed, I can change too.
Yeah, that's facts.
So yeah, I mean, I expect it. And I got a secret song that's in the vault right now, waiting on the final mixes. It's kind of a part two to my new song that drops tomorrow. He will be back again. It's talking about there's a clock ticking somewhere in the sky,
Hmm.
and I got a part two. The song's called Tick Tock. Clock's going tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's more of a controversial song, and I just want to quote one of my favorite lines in the song, if that's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, hey Lord, it's 2024. I can claim to be whatever now, so I became yours.
Mm.
So that's all I'm going to quote of that song. But you
That's
can use
coming
your
tomorrow.
imagination. You can use your imagination and see what that song talks about before that point.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only
Yeah,
and yo, I get it. And that's the thing, man. Like I got respect for people that are going. Have you ever heard of that dude Playboy the Beast?
I have not.
He's a Proud Boy. He went in. He was in the freaking. He ran up in the White House and was trying to get them to stand up for what was right and the political nonsense that was going
Yeah,
on or whatever. Well, he made music, and at first I was like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want to," because that brings on heat. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
don't know. But at the end of the day, I thought about it. I'm like, well, at least he stands on what he believes in, and he goes to the extreme to stand up for it. At the end of the day, it's for America.
yeah.
Like regardless of however you want to look at it, so I appreciate people that make music like that now. I used to
I,
hate on it.
I do too. Oh, there's a couple out there, man. Some of them.
When you beat a dead horse with it, then yeah, if you're just doing it
Yeah,
over and over and over and there's one reason why you're doing it,
yeah.
then yeah.
Certain things, bro. And I'm gonna explain this too, but I don't mean it like it's gonna come out. So many people now are riding this country wave
Right.
that don't need to be in this country wave. So I'm kind of glad that I'm like going more Christian. I'm gonna ride the Christian wave, not ride it, but I don't. And I'm saying like I don't mean it like that, but
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I'm glad
It's
I'm.
still the musical path. You just
Yeah,
wandered down a different road on the same path.
yeah, and all my music, bro. It still has the country rap feel, and we actually on my new song that drops tomorrow, we actually got one of the best harmonica players in Europe to do a solo on it. And man, he killed it, bro. When I heard the harmonica, because I love harmonicas and dobros, dude. That's my favorite thing.
You know, it's crazy because you know my stance, like, and I stand on being independent, right?
Yeah,
And I know you believe in that independence thing, but at the end of the day, I also think you understand the marketability you have
yep,
with one, the image, and two, you do make really catchy and kids love it, dude. It's crazy. It's I've played music around kids and I have to be careful because of, like you said, there is questionable spots in the songs that but it makes sense, dude.
yeah.
And it's crazy because at first when I first heard it, I was like, no way. Because I heard it from an inside source, and I'm like, no, he's coming back as what? No way. No way that can happen. And so what's up with the Afroman? You still doing stuff with him? Or no?
Oh man, I'm not. I mean, like I still communicate with him and his team, and his me and his manager are real good friends now. And
No, I
but
mean music wise. I know you're so cool with them. I mean, like, can we expect Ski Mask Cowboy to do a song talking about smoking weed with Afroman ever again? No.
we could go back to Afroman's first album when he said, "Hush,
Yeah.
somebody's calling my name."
Okay.
We could expect that. But no, man, I love Fro and I love his whole team to death, man. His manager is the coolest person you could ever want to meet, and has helped me, man, dude. Like I don't know how to ever pay him back. You know what I'm saying, for the things that he's done for me. And I could hit him up right now and be like, "Hey, bro, you got some shows for me?" And he
Huh.
would send me a whole list of dates. But I'm still like, do I want to go and put myself in this crowd and with the music that I have now, or do I kind of want to just ride this wave and see where it takes me?
I can see that.
I got a show in Southwest Missouri Fest. Uh,
I mean, if you're living it, bro, it's not riding a wave though. Like, let's
yeah,
be
yeah,
real.
that's true. Yeah, I mean,
You know what I
I'm talking
mean?
about like my own wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Your wave of what you're doing, your wave of
Yeah,
emotion, your wave of ideas. I get it. I get what you're saying.
yeah.
But
Like
you're living it.
instead of
It's
the
not.
wave, I want to
Yeah.
see personally where it takes me. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
you even got a cross. Essentially, if you look at it, there's a cross. If you go straight down the center of your nose and then under your eyes, there's a cross on that mask. That's pretty dope.
I didn't plan that either.
That was pretty dope. Hey, look at Righty said, I have a question for you. Do you write your own lyrics and mix and master and produce all your own music?
Okay, so I write my own lyrics. I record my own vocals, and I mix just a little bit, and then I send them to Scotland to Poe's Music Lab, and they do all the final mix and mastering. Shout out Just Jazz and shout out Rory Nickel. That's also my manager. They do all that, and they produce the tracks too.
That Just Jazz, is that Juz, or whatever? Is that the, because I see that on the last couple tracks you dropped, I actually seen that Juz. I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, it says RN Just Jazz exclusive.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says.
Yep,
Yep. They also say, "What's your favorite style of flow and cadence in a whole, and who are your influences?" That's a good question.
that is a good question. Uh, my favorite flow. Hmm, I don't like the fast, choppy stuff. I don't like the slow stuff either. I like something with a bounce, with a good feel to it, make you move a little bit. I don't know what you would call that flow. Uh,
A little bit all over the place. I mean,
yeah,
you have a little bit of a fat. Like, I wouldn't say it's fast. It's more of a. I guess it's a chop, not a chop. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's kind of hard to
yeah, it's kind of
pinpoint
hard
what
to
you're doing.
determine that. But as far as like influences, we're gonna have to go back in the day to the music that I really like listen to, which would be probably 70s, 80s soft rock,
Hmm.
like Journey, Don Henley, the Eagles, stuff like that. Man, I grew up on that. Prince was one of my all-time
Didn't
favorites.
you say you wrote an album or did something to Bob Dylan? Was it Bob Dylan? I think, not Bob Dylan. Maybe. Not wrote an album, but the song was designed around
Oh, how I
Tom
layered the
Petty.
song.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, out here in the sticks was
Tom Petty.
yeah Tom Petty. Yeah, I wrote. I didn't like basically take nothing.
You used the style.
I
You just
used the
used the.
formula on how
Yeah.
he does his hooks and verses and bridges.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a big Tom Petty fanatic. That's probably my all-time favorite karaoke place. Take me karaoke. I'm singing Tom Petty. Uh, and probably Hall and Oates. That one's getting sung too.
Righty wants to know, is that an official collaboration you have with Afroman?
That is an official collaboration I have with Afroman, and that collaboration was gonna be, hey, I'll send you the stems, you mix it yourself, but it ended up being, hey, come to Missouri and let's record this together. And
That's
then
cool.
when we got done recording, it was like, hey, I got a big show at this arena. You want to open up for me? And then it ended up, hey, you want to go to California on tour? So, yeah, that was an official collaboration and a relationship built.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. And you know what's even funnier is around that time is when he makes the song Lemon Pound Cake. And he makes a song, what is it? I'll kick in your door or
Will
something
you help me
stupid.
repair my door?
Yeah, help me repair my door. Yeah. He was making all that and I'm thinking in my mind, bro, I was working one day and I heard the song in the video. There was like a interview talking to somebody. I think it was the cop that
Yeah,
was the fat dude that was caught eating a pound cake or
yeah.
whatever. And
Lemon
he
pound cake.
yeah, yeah, and he freaking and they were saying it, and all I could picture was Ski Mask Cowboy just sitting on the couch in the ski mask, hanging out in Afroman's house when these police kicked the door in. That's all
we
I could think about.
we actually, I don't know if it'll ever get released or not, but we actually got two more songs. Me and Afro Man.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sure do.
What is it because lyrically you don't think they'll ever get released? Is that why?
I don't know, bro.
Oh, just because it's froze. It's his. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I was. Oh,
You were to
one
feature on
song.
his song. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
one song got sent and it said, "Hey, throw a verse on it," and then the other one got sent. That said, "Which instrumental you like? I need you to write something catchy, and we'll put Fro on it."
They said, "Is there any other artists on the song Winter Nights?" No, it's just him and Ski Mask.
Just me and Fro.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, bro. It's funny how growing up I listened to that dude. Like that was that was the stoner anthems back in the day. You know what I
So
mean?
Afro Man is originally from where I live. Whenever I was 11 years old, bro, me and my mom, she took me to the mall back when the mall was cool. And I remember him walking up to me at 11 years old and said, "Hey, youngster, what kind of music you like?" And I was like, "Everything." And he was like, "You like hip hop?" And at the time, my mom listened to the 69 Boys from
Yeah.
Florida.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, "I love 69 Boys." He was like, "You gonna like this too?" And they handed me the CD, and I was fixing to stick it in my jacket pocket. And he was like, "Oh, $5, bro." And I was like, "Bro, I got to run and get money from my mama." And he was like, "All right." So I come back to him, bro, but it was Afro Man. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And I put the CD in. First thing, boom, dum, dum, dum.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
cool.
So, yeah. So, and I
Yeah,
told him that story, and he was like, "Man," he's like, "That's been a long time ago." I was like, "Yeah, man, that was like 2001."
yeah, but he probably sold that album a long time before it ever got famous on the radio.
Oh yeah, bro. The original record store that sold that first CD, like the first record store ever sold out. You could come to my house right now, and I could take you. Still, that record store is open today.
That's awesome. That's
Yep,
cool.
called T
That's
Bones
cool.
Records.
So you got new music coming tomorrow. It's a music video.
It's my first official gospel Christian record.
Okay. And
Yep.
so when you say gospel Christian, are you talking just singing about it? Are you talking almost like a literal change in your singing? Are you singing more in these?
I'm doing more like the verses is more monotoned, I guess. Like you watch me fall to the ground. Like I'm telling a story, and then I pitch it up in the verse and kind of give it like a little more pop to it.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, the song is referencing like me personally, like how I'm changing and what he did for me. And then it talks about there's a clock ticking somewhere in the sky and it's washed over by a God who sent his son to die for you. He'll be back again. It's the name of the song. So it's I'm very, very proud of it. And I actually wrote this song 4 years ago. And I said, no matter what happens in my career, I always promised myself it would be the last song I ever put out. And it ended up being the first song I ever put out as official like Christian music.
I'm
So
trying to see if that if I was seeing if that link came over. I don't think it did.
it didn't come over.
Mm-mm. I'm looking in spam. Maybe this trying to say your spam.
Yeah, because I see
You just broke up. I would check and make sure it's not in your sent or like it failed to send.
Let's see.
Righty said, "Are you going to unmask yourself for your Christian debut?" Only asking because that would seem to be the right thing to do after switching up genres, rapping about one thing and then preaching the next.
It ain't about the face, bro. It's about the message.
Yeah, he actually is showing. Okay, so you can see more than you've ever got to see a ski mask. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Here, we'll do this, right? We'll put this on. No, it's him. Right. So now I'm ski mask hurt. You can't see. I mean, you can only see a little bit. You can't see much. You know what I'm saying? You can see his jaw structure. I don't know how he kept. And one, this thing is hot as. Is that one as hot as the old one?
No, bro, this one's real thin, dude. And I even put a
Oh,
little stitch on the bottom here.
yeah. Look, you can see facial hair. Yeah, you can see a lot more now. Before you couldn't see anything. So
Yeah.
don't
Hey,
be.
you know,
What?
shout out to J Hop, man, and Cool Hand Luke and all them, bro. But that day we shot that video at at J Hop's house for Cool Hand Luke and mine.
Yeah.
Man, I never took my mask off, bro. And they told me, it's like, man, you can take your mask off. We ain't never gonna say nothing. I was like, no, bro, I'll just leave it on. It was hot that day, bro. And people, Vic was there. Shout out Vic. Uh,
Coca.
Coca
Right.
was there. But
Wallopy. All
mask
them.
is like, man, they put it on like 10 minutes later. They're like, bro, it's hot up in here. How you even wear this thing, bro? I
Dude,
don't even,
when we made the little video, me, Braylon, and J Hop, that little video that we cut in with Cool and Luke, that song you did with Luke, dude, it was
yeah.
hot. Bro. I don't know. I said, I don't know how. And if you have any type of stubble on your face, forget about it. My nose was itching, my face was itching, everything was itching. It was horrible, dude.
I'm uh, I'm copying this link and I'm just gonna text it to you. See if that works. Because
Yeah,
it said sent successfully.
well, let's see. Maybe you sent it to the wrong email. Like the bank, bro. The bank be doing that too. I just sold that. It's crazy if you did it. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Um.
I just text you the link.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it. That's even better. Yeah. Perfect. Looks like it's working.
Oh, Cool Hand Luke's up in here. And J Hop. What up?
Let's see. Hey, if anybody's got any questions in the chat, put them in there because I Righty had a bunch of questions going on here, so I put
Man,
those.
I actually like literally like 5 minutes ago went to the comments. I was in private chat and it wasn't showing anything.
Mm.
Except for what you have pinned.
Missy said Afroman used to get the whole club singing back in the day. Yeah, that's exactly true. Yeah.
He puts on a show, man. He's out there dancing, sea walking now.
My mom said Braylon's favorite guy out in the sticks. That's funny.
True, I'm out here in the sticks too.
You know what's funny, dude? I thought it was crazy the first time she ever said, I like Ski Mask more than Upchurch. I'm like, oh my God. Because I didn't expect that. Like most of the time, I'm expecting her to say Upchurch because that's what she always said. And she was on a tip, bro, where that's all she wanted to listen to was out here in the sticks, oceans, everything. She was going through all of it. And I said, man, who's your favorite artist? And she says, Ski Mask Cowboy. I said, what?
Hey,
That's great, dude.
hey, hey, that was like my Grammy right there, bro.
And well, it was cool to hear you say that. You thought about that making music. Like it's got to cross people's mind. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you have a heart and you have kids and you understand
Yeah,
like
yeah, man.
children.
Yeah, and you know, uh, the things that kids are taught these days really,
Mm.
really is getting irritating.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
they have no business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my son comes home and says something about, oh, Biden did this. I was like, how do you know that, bro? Like, how do you even know that? When I was a
Yeah.
kid, I didn't even know who was president. I didn't care.
Right.
and I still don't care. But you know what I'm saying. But it's just like the kids are being taught at a young age politics and other things I'm not gonna say that probably get this.
Well, you know what's crazy is you're right. And the less like I seen a picture of New York
Yeah,
way back in the day, and there was a bunch of crosses up on the building for Easter. It was all lit up with crosses. And then I seen just Sunday night, it was a bunch of like rainbows. There was no crosses. It was just, I mean, and I'm not against any of that, but, it could have been rainbows for Easter for all that
yeah,
matters, but they just completely took away the real meaning of why we even celebrate Easter. And if you apply that to everything across the board, if you apply that to work ethic, if you apply that to everything, I mean, if you start removing it and people like yourself don't that stand for stuff don't stand up and talk about it,
yeah,
then it's just going to die. So I respect what you're doing. I think it takes a big man to say, okay, what I was talking about really ain't what I live like no more. So I'm going to stop talking about that rather than continuing to be something I'm not. I'm going to talk about what I'm really living. And that's what's
yeah.
up.
And man, honestly, bro, the whole the whole holiday thing, I can go down some rabbit holes with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
things that's pagan that has nothing to do with anything, and uh, like if you really dove deep on the true meaning of why there's an Easter bunny and why they dye eggs, then
Yeah.
that's a different day. You know what I'm saying? And you go to Christmas, Santa Claus and the reindeer and all that stuff. That was Nimrod. That's pagan.
Yeah.
And I personally don't believe that Jesus was born on December the 25th. I personally believe he was born in the springtime, just because back then, when the shepherds went to watch their flock, the sheep were having babies,
Oh
and
yeah, you're right. You're right. And he was born in, yeah, you're right. You're
doing
right.
this in the fall, and they're pregnant for 6 months. And you probably never been over there. I haven't either, but I know it gets really cold where that happened. And but one cool thing is, so Jesus was born in a manger, in a stable.
Right.
Okay, before Jesus, they built synagogues, and they did sacrifice of lambs and sacrifices of goats and turtle, depending on what sin you committed. There was different animals for different sins. If you really dive into like Leviticus and Exodus and all
Right.
that, sacrificed lambs before Jesus, but Jesus, who's known as the Lamb, was born in a stable where they sacrificed lambs to be the ultimate sacrifice. That's pretty
That's
cool
crazy.
about it. You
That's
know,
crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
everything lines up spiritually and everything.
Well, not only that, if you just look at the facts and you look at the way that the calendar was created, it's
We actually have
proven.
13 months, not
Yeah, yeah, it's proven that it's not right, and that at some point it overlaps itself because we're wrong, and it's just every 13 years we actually have wasted or gained a year or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but if that's the case, then it throws every date off. So if we weren't exactly precise on our dates in the very beginning of time, then who
yeah.
knows? Who knows really what you can only go off of the sheep being born and when is the lamb born and
Yep.
when is this, you know what I mean? You're
And
right.
his crucifixion was after Passover. So I know when Passover is. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what certain time. I don't know the exact day because of calendar change. So I hunt. Like that one reason why I took off for 5 months is because I was doing nothing but deer hunt. And that's kind of like my getaway from everything. I just go sit in the deer stand and you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
just think about what I want to do in life and kill big old bucks. But
Right.
but you start really like thinking about like because whenever I hunt, I go by moon phases because animals move by moon phases. Well, moons have 13 phases in a year, and moon phases last 28 days until a new moon. So and if you go back to the first ever Bible, it's 13 months, 13-month calendar, 28-day cycles. A woman naturally is a 28-day cycle.
Right.
Everything is a 28-day cycle. The sun tells the time of the day, the moon tells the time of the month, and the stars tell the time of the year.
Yeah. Why do we stray from that cycle? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, the reason why we stray from that disciple is because you have this. I might go down a little rabbit hole here. Y'all bear with me.
Okay.
But you have this. This. I use a little bit of code right now, and the people in the chat, if they know, they know. You have what you call Hebrew word H5377, which is Nasa, which is NASA, NASA, with the serpent tongue in their thing. And they want you to believe that all this other stuff that makes zero sense to me, to get your mind off of the actual creation. Because if you actually went by creation and you went by food laws and all that stuff that tells in the Bible, you don't have to go to your local pharmacy and get Advil.
Right.
You don't have to get Neosporin. You can use literally oak leaves to heal a cut.
Okay, let me ask you this though, because I know you've pretty much grew up on like a ranch essentially, right? So, um, how long has this been something you were interested in? Have you always been in the churches, and has it just been something that was kind of like hindsight? You just attended and really didn't get too involved, and now you're just getting more involved in it.
Well, I was in church. I'm gonna say till I got my driver's license. I was in church every weekend, but when I got my driver's license, I want to go do my own thing on the weekend.
Right. Right.
And I have a good family that isn't gonna necessarily force Christianity on me. They're gonna let me do my own thing. If you know what I'm saying? Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, God's free will. You can
Right.
choose or choose not. So I went and did my thing, man. I never quit believing, but I just did my own thing. But when I dive back deep into it, I'm like, okay, I get why they did these things. You know what I'm saying? And but growing up, my stepdad, man, he always wormed horses, and when he got done worming them, the rest of the paste, he would put it on his finger and lick it. And he's like, tastes like sour apples. You want some? And I get me a dip. I put it up in there. Well, it's a wormer called ivermectin. Well, if
Mm.
you know anything about ivermectin, ivermectin cures COVID. So I've been on ivermectin since a little kid. I got two.
No way.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if I've ever got COVID. I've been sick.
Oh
I went to
shit.
the doctor to find out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
That's great, dude.
I've always been. I actually got the ivermectin prescription pills from an actual legit doctor. But amoxicillin antibiotics, they're good for you, I'd say, but they only last so long. But you can go on Chewy.com and get them for half the price for your dog, 500
Yeah.
grams.
Yeah. And take of yourself. Yeah.
There's a lot of things, man, that they give animals that is really good for us. That's been proven, and so we're all animals. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
I downloaded this. I stopped hitting the button. What am I doing here? Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I think that's cool. Like I said, at first I was like, no way. But I get it. I really do. I understand it. It makes more sense, to be completely honest with you. Um, Knowing your storytelling ability, knowing your ability to write, knowing your ability to convey a message in your music, couldn't see you just being hype all the time. You don't have that personality. There is some artists that can get away with just making hype music and
Yeah.
get crazy all the time. And there's some artists that I think, like Oceans, you need those songs again.
Yeah,
You
bro.
need this
I
stuff
got
that,
some. Uh, I got one song. Uh, called "Look Up to the Sky." It quotes Luke 21:25, talking about signs in the stars, sun, and moon. Uh, but it also talks about very controversial stuff. Uh, hang on, bro.
oh, you're good.
I wrote so many songs and sent so many songs to Europe within this last year. I have to go back and listen to my lyrics, bro.
So would you say that your target audience has definitely shifted into the Europe lane?
Oh, well, I just feel like I'm in the more so when I was with Fro, I noticed my fan base was more of the hippie kind of thing whenever I was with Fro. You know what I'm saying? But now I feel like my fan base is going to be the more hardcore Christian conservatives, the terrorists these days is what some people reference. But
I don't know though because I'm a fan of Southern hip hop, bro, and look at DMX. DMX did it. If DMX wouldn't have said bad words, people still would have listened to him. He would have been barking in the mic to
yeah,
10,000 people jumping up and down, and no cuss words would have been needed. So I wouldn't box yourself
he had
into
a
that whatsoever because there's a lot of people that I'm sure like Cass, and I see Prospect South in here, Wisco's in here, Josh. There's a bunch of people that enjoy your music regardless of what you're talking about, just because of I think it's you as the individual, and two, I think it's just your, like I said, your ability to convey a message.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Carly
mean,
said she
like,
liked your voice. Carly
huh?
said, Carly said, I just like your voice, so I'll follow you.
Well, thank you. Uh, yeah, man. I just see that's the thing with music now, bro. Like, it's hard to label it. Like, I'm exposing certain things, but I'm not like down this Tom McDonald lane. You know what I'm saying? Where it's all political. Every song sounds the same to me
Yeah,
because it's
please don't do that. Please don't do that.
no, bro. I would never.
Yeah.
But oh,
Or don't be a Chase Matthews and just to sing about God. God, I need my truck fixed.
no,
God, I lost my female. God, everything's God. God, he's if it's not in the hook, he'll say, "I'm where the fire's at, and we're watching God videos." What?
uh, I personally look. There she is.
Hold on, is it a splinter? No, you stubbed your toe on the tack strip thing. Say hi, Ski Mask.
Hey,
On your big toe? No, I don't see a splinter. Mommy will check it out though. Oh yeah, it's like an ingrown toenail. I see. Show mommy it from the corner. Give me a kiss. My bad.
oh, you good, bro? Kids come first.
All right, so now what were we? I don't even remember what we were talking about. My bad.
Oh, I don't remember either, bro.
I
But
said, oh, I said, don't become a Tom McDonald. Don't be singing Jesus loves you every song.
oh yeah, dude. I don't think I've ever heard one song from Chase Matthews except for Broadway Girls remix with Upchurch.
He did have Hollywood was pretty good. That was like a rap song that he did. But he did not it was all right, bro. I don't mind. That's what I'm saying. If he would have threw some Jesus jabs in there at me every now and then, that's why I call him Jesus jabs.
Yeah,
Cuz like Burden's doing it right now. Burden's got some stuff where he's talking about his spirituality and I don't mind it. Throw some Jesus jabs at me. He's got that song Holy with Stephen James. Throw
yeah,
that Jesus jab at me every now and then it's all right, even if it's your direction. But I just don't like when somebody's using religion in any aspect of anything.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a content creator and you're using religion, then I think you're a scumbag. If you're an artist and you're using religion, I think you're a scumbag. And I would never think that way of you, but I get what you mean by if you want to scream and shout from the top of the roofs about Jesus, people are going to give you hell because of what you made in the past.
yeah. I
I
know.
appreciate that, Cass. No, that's cool. That's cool that you recognize it though, and it's really dope. I feel like you're kind of putting that on your back, like you already are aware of it before it even happens.
Yeah, see, like I got this one song, man. Oh, so I had a really good friend who committed suicide back in '05, and the song's called Some Days, and we're actually in the process of kind of like restructuring the song just because of the stems I sent. We need that big bang for the end, because it's a sad song, but we also want to incorporate like a more meaningful ending to it.
Right.
because I flipped on the second verse, and it's talking about like everybody's struggles, and the big thing I wanted to like the big thing I want people to realize in this song is what the song actually means. And it means that men hold in their emotions. Men don't express their emotions. Men hide their emotions. A man's not going to come to you and be like, well, I had a bad day. No, a man's going to sit there and beat himself up in his head. Everybody does it. Every man does it. It's no secret. But the thing is, some people do it more than others. And some people actually have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes a disease. So this song's kind of talking about it, and it's like some days I just want to roll one. I just want to fill up my cup. Some days I feel depression and it's got me down on my luck. Some days I just want to climb a building, walk to the edge, and just jump. Some days, yeah, some days, yeah, some days I feel like giving up. But and it's talking about like how the world's working. It's like alcohol all around me. They legalizing drugs. They use it proudly. Big pharma, big pharma's killing with no bounty. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's still the same thing then. I see. That's what I'm saying. And I didn't mean no disrespect by what I was saying. What I want people to understand is I know Ski Mask. I understand
Yeah.
him as an individual. I know that he wants to spread a message of what he believes in. But I know a lot of people don't know this individual and they think, oh,
Oh, I
he's
know.
just now replaced the Ski Mask with this cross flannel Al Borland looking thing and he's looking for views. And I want people to understand that if that were the case, he would make more songs like Out Here in the Sticks. He would not saying that that's a bad song, but that ain't helping nobody. All that is put it on your mud truck out here in the sticks. It
Yeah.
ain't, there's no positive message. The replay value in that is only beneficial at a mud park. It's only beneficial at a barbecue. It's not beneficial when somebody's driving down the road, contemplating on what to do with their life, and they need something that's going to motivate them to continue to keep moving forward. That somebody else has been there, somebody else has done that. So I respect the hell out of you for doing what you're doing, bro. I do.
Yeah, bro. And like I said, it's not about the face. It's not about who I am. It's not about anything. It's about the actual message. And yeah, I'm gonna throw, my beliefs in it. You know what I'm saying? But I also want it to help people. I don't want it to be like I don't want it to be because you got some songs like what you're saying. You got some songs that's like it's like kind of condemning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you don't do
Yeah.
this, then you're this.
Yeah.
And that works both ways. Politics, what's going on in the world today, and religion. Mine is not about that because let me tell you a story, bro. Josh, Afroman's manager, introduced me into my manager now, Roy, in Scotland. I'd have never met this dude in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have never met this guy. But he introduced us, and Josh always told me, he's like, man, well, look, this could be a big thing. Whatever you do, don't ever let me down. So I didn't let him down. I built a relationship with Rory. Well, me and him was talking because Rory worked with Prince. And I was like, well, I was
Like Purple Rain Prince.
yeah, Purple Rain Prince.
Okay.
And so he was telling me the stories and stuff, and I was like, that's pretty cool because my dad always loved Prince because Prince was a certain religion before he flipped over to a Jehovah's Witness, and that's what I was raised in. Was that I'm not gonna say it because you know what I'm saying, just people. But and Roy straight up told me he was like, oh man, I don't know about all that religious stuff and all that and blah blah. I was like, look, dude, at the end of the day, it's not about what denomination you are and whether you're a Christian or religious or whatever. I said it's about your personal relationship with God. That's all it's about. That's all it's about. Your personal relationship, because there's a verse that has so many people scared because they're saying, didn't we do this? Didn't we do that? Didn't we do this? And Jesus says, turn away from me. I never knew you. It's
Bro,
not.
my bad. Can I say something on that? What you just said?
Yeah,
Because I think what you said is important, and I mean this when I say this. And people are probably not going to like what I'm about to say here, but every single person that has a belief is believing in something that we cannot see. It's not tangibly. I can't show you what I am believing in. I can only explain to you my belief, right?
Yeah.
So in theory, we're all using our imagination, right? Our
Yeah.
heart, our brain in order to develop an image of what we believe in,
Mhm.
right? So if we continue to tell people that you're not allowed to believe in what you want to believe in, you have to only believe in this, what do you essentially eliminate? Your belief of what? A higher power. So what you're saying makes complete sense to me, that you're making music about your spiritual beliefs, not motivating people to believe anything that you're believing. It's just you just want to talk about it. And I respect that, because I noticed you said roll a doobie or roll one up.
Yeah.
To me, I was immediately thinking, oh man, I hope Ski Mask didn't turn into one of those dudes that's not smoking green no more because he freaking found the Lord. But it sounds like that answers my question.
All right. So, all right.
Medicinally, you use it, right? I mean, that's how I would look at it.
Well, okay. So I actually haven't smoked in 5 months.
For
I,
clarity of mind, though, right? Not
I did
because you
not.
think
I
it's
did
a
not quit.
listen.
I did not quit because I felt it was a burden on my religion or my belief. The reason why I quit, now it could be spiritual, it could be just a problem I have,
Right.
but I was getting too much anxiety with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a type of person,
Age.
if it causes anxiety, I won't mess with it.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
So there's been days, man, I wanted to roll up, but I'm also not the type of person to judge anyone for anything they do.
Right.
Uh, I see old friends from high school, man, that strung out. I go to my local dollar store like and I see people I grew up with that I actually like looked up to. They were a little bit older than me, and we hung out, and they're strung out, bro, and you can't even recognize them. And it's like, I don't walk up to them and say, "Hey, man, you need Jesus." I don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Good.
talk to them.
Thank
I talk to them because I'm the type of person I'm gonna feel your energy. And if I feel like you want me to lead you that way, then I'll lead you that way. And then we can talk more about that. But I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna judge you for nothing, bro. Like that's what you chose to do.
Well, the only
I
reason
have
I
a
asked that,
question though.
what?
My question is like, man, y'all don't ever look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got a real problem.
I did today. It's funny you said that. It's on the way to get, I had to get, I didn't say I had a real, this is what I said. I was on the way to get mashed potatoes and I'm like, man, I remember when I didn't smoke weed at all. And I had a lot more time. Cause like, oh, let me smoke a bowl before I do this. Oh, let me smoke a bowl before. I mean, it does take away from your life in a
Yeah.
multiple different ways. One, takes your money away. Two, it takes away your health. Three, it takes away your time. So it does cause, but for me, it's what caused me. It's not, I can't say what caused me. It's what allowed me to feel comfortable with removing pharmaceuticals from a manic bipolar
Yep.
anxiety ridden person. So the medicinal properties of it are more beneficial to me than they are hindering, if that makes sense.
Weed made me grow closer and closer to God.
Yeah, I agree. It gives you emotion. I
It
know
gives
that.
you emotion. It gives you a spiritual thought.
Yeah. An imagination.
Yeah, it gives you imagination. It makes you question everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like once you kind of get in that zone. Uh, Now, there's people, but see, and like you said too, there's people that spend all their money on it. Same thing with alcohol.
Right.
There's people that don't got a pot to piss in, but they get $20 a week. They can go buy a case of beer and maybe a dime bag or something. That's when you have a problem. That to me is what you call sin. Is when you're putting that stuff before your actual needs. You know what I'm saying? Uh, like if I say I got paid Friday and I have $500. well, I really need to pay this bill, but oh, it can wait. It's already 3 weeks late, but I really need some weed and some alcohol.
Well, yeah, that's different. That
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Now, if you
that's
just
not.
like
Yeah,
if you an everyday smoker, bro, and you just smoked it, like my thing was, I never really smoked to get stoned. I smoked to relax.
yeah, me too.
That's the thing. Like I have no problem.
Sometimes I smoke to get stoned. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna roll me a fatty and I'm just gonna glue my
I'm
eyes shut.
guilty of it too, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
guilty of it too.
yeah.
But like like I used to get off work, man. I go hit like if I had some really good stuff, I'd either pack one bowl and I'm good, or I'd take about 4 hits off of a cone
Yeah.
and I'm good. I don't
Bro,
need.
be real with you. I'll be over here doing something and I'll be fucking dropping. I'm sorry for cussing because I know you
You
try not
good,
to,
bro?
but yeah, but still, I that's my bad. I'll be dropping stuff and I'll be trying to. I'm like, man, I can't get it. I'll be getting frustrated. I'll be getting frustrated. I'll say to my wife, babe, I'm going in here and I'm ripping my bowl a couple times. Dude, I'll go hit that thing. I'll come back. I'll have the nut spun on there. I'll have it all boop, 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 boop. I have the whole thing put up, sitting back, just relaxing. I start, something starts going and then it's like, I can't slow it down. And then that's where the anxiety would get me. So I can relate to what you're saying because
Yeah.
sativa, forget about it, bro.
Oh, bro, no.
I don't even count me in. Just
Uh-uh.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. I introduced my wife into sativa edibles one time, and she hated me, bro. Like she
Yeah.
hated me, and I'm
Boom,
like,
boom, boom,
sorry,
boom, 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 boom,
like,
boom. Your
yeah,
heart's racing.
yeah, bro. I give her an edible, and she was like, it like minor kicked in.
Mm,
And she was like, "Oh, okay, I feel pretty good." And I was like, "Well, let's go to Walmart." And then the full effect hit. Like before we even got out of the car, she's like, I can't go.
no,
I
I'm not
can't."
going. Her anxiety was through the roof.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, weed don't ever make me feel like that. And because I was getting my stuff from dispensaries, and I tell them what I wanted to
You're freezing.
like. Oh, indica
Yeah, there you're
sativa
back.
hybrids. Can you see it?
You're back now. You're back now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'd be like, oh, there's indica, there's sativa, and there's hybrid. But there's certain levels of hybrids. There's certain percentages at 70,
60,
30.
40. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I always smoke, man, dude. Once I figured out, once I learned, once perp got popular, I wanted all purple. I didn't want anything else. I'm the
It was
type of
just,
dude I
yeah.
like to smoke, sit on the couch, and eat Oreos and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
trying to wig out like Smokey in the chicken coop.
Yeah, that's I feel that, bro. I always try to find skunk apes or something.
Yeah,
It's not that's mellow that I ain't gonna have to worry about. There was this thing called Morning Steep that this local place had, and I should have known better. When you hear that, it sounds like coffee off rip. And let me tell you what, it was not a good idea. And then the lady's like, "Oh, you think that one's hardcore? You should try Sunday morning. You'll clean the whole house." I said, "What is happening?
yeah,
When did you ever create a marijuana strain that's going to clean your whole house? Like this is this is wild, dude."
yeah. The other thing that scared me with weed, bro, is the potency started getting a lot stronger from whenever I used to smoke in high school.
Oh
And
yeah,
then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, if the government's legalizing it, the government's messing with
I agree.
it.
There's rumor in Florida that'll give you a headache. And I've had issues where I've noticed that my headaches considerably got worse over the years. I don't know if it's just age or if it's now medical marijuana is legal, but I used to never get headaches from smoking weed ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Now I
Yeah,
do.
I used to, whenever I smoked, I was getting headaches. I don't know, it was a weird headache. It was like a tension headache or
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like almost like
yeah,
anxiety, like an
forehead
anxiety headache.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. That's exactly what it
Almost,
is. And somebody told me it's something about how they grow it, like what they do when they grow it. It's just the way they grow it. It's not harmful, but it's just a side effect of the way it's grown.
yeah,
Water, maybe something.
yeah. They
I
ain't
don't
no
know.
telling, bro. But I mean, they regulate that stuff, so they're messing with it. You know what
But
I'm
I also heard what you said about like having back in the day there was no Advil, there was no Tylenol, there was no, so that's what was used. Like I will never forget the saying, I smoke to get high, not to die. And it was what potheads would always say to me when I would be smoking cigarettes and I would ask them if they had a cigarette. They would, when I was in high school, they would look at me and they would say, "Bro, we smoke to get high, not to die." And I'm like, "Okay, my bad, bro." And then I become that pothead that feels that same way. Like, yeah, the smoking part will kill you, but not as quick as that cigarette will.
Bro. And talking about, like when we first started this conversation about weed and all that stuff about, you know, you were saying, I don't think you're that type of dude that just quit because your religion. And, we got through that point. But, uh, you know what my number one struggle is?
What?
Nicotine.
Yeah. Cigarettes, huh?
Cigarettes, bro.
Yeah.
They hard, bro. Like, I don't know. See, I can't do that, bro.
Put it in your upper lip, get you a citrus 6 milligram, and just you don't spit it. It's just look, they're literally like a white. It looks like it's literally nothing, dude. I sleep with these things in. I haven't smoked cigarettes in I couldn't even tell you 5 years, almost 6 years. I think it's 6 years this year.
Yeah.
And it's still an addiction to nicotine, but my dentist said they ain't gonna hurt my teeth, and my doctor said it's nicotine, it's addictive, but it's not harmless. I mean, it's not. There's no like, what is it gonna? It's just plant based nicotine. It's not got all the other bull crap in it, and you're not smoking it. You're just swallowing it. Dude, I've swallowed these things. Been eating and accidentally bit into one. They're harmless, but I haven't smoked cigarettes. I don't smell it. I can run. I'm not winded. I don't have to take those crazy 5 minute smoke breaks every time I got to stop somewhere. If I'm on an airplane, I just throw another Zen in. I just
Yeah.
keep on flying.
Yeah. Somebody asked who I was. Kurt, tell them who I am.
Ski Mask Cowboy. Who asked? Where you don't know? Who know? Who don't know? How do they not know?
TNT 13 Dad.
I got TNT. Oh, that they're good people. You know you might not even know who Millie Red is. You probably don't know who Millie Red is. He's like kind of in the country rap lane. He's more of like a rapper. Like he ain't really. I mean, he's a country dude, but I guess
There's one dude. He's got red in his name. That he was like
probably him.
he was a white guy. There was
Yep.
one song he had that I used
Red hair.
Man, I don't know, bro. He had this
Got
one
it.
song I used to bump all the time.
With Colt Ford. I think it's Colt Ford or Bubba Sparks, maybe.
Oh, this was a solo song. It may not even be the same dude, but he had red in his name. It wasn't Trippy Red.
Millie Redd.
Man, how does that song go?
It might be him, dude. Vic put me on to Millie Red. So he's definitely within this group of people. If that makes sense.
Man, I can't even remember.
Ready Red, maybe? Is who you're talking about?
Who's Ready Red?
I don't know. I have no idea. Somebody said that in the chat. It's just another name with red in it.
Ready Red.
Is that who it is?
That's him. That's who I'm thinking of. Ready
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
He had a song called Hero. That was mine.
Now, Millie Red is like a he's different. He's more of like the trap. I would call him like the trap country rap, but he's got some more heartfelt stuff in there. But he's definitely would fit more in like the pocket of like the FJ Outlaws or the even Big Murph. He's a little bit more hardcore even than Big Murph. Like some of the stuff he talks about, it's definitely not the direction you were even in before, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
But it ain't bad music. Like that's what I'm saying. I've come to this thing where for me, it doesn't matter anymore I'm about to go to this guy that I know I work with. He's got a Chapman stick. Do you know what a Chapman stick is?
Feel like I should.
It's a guitar. It's a stringed instrument, but it's the closest thing to a piano that you can do with a guitar. It's crazy, like the sound that it makes. Here, I'll play you the sound. See if that's familiar. I mean, it makes a lot of different sounds, but I wish that I was listening to it, bro. I was listening to this guy play a Chapman stick just for literally hours. There's no lyrics in it, and that's what I did. This is a might get hit for that's what it looks like.
Oh, I seen one of them. Yeah.
But the one dude that I listen to must have it tuned different, and he can make it
Look.
sound like boom, 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 boom. Like it almost sounds like it. And the one dude's got a horn. He plays the horns with that thing, and that's all they play. There's no lyrics or nothing. And they also got like, the Suicide Boys have those deep, dark beats. They
Yeah.
make those same sounds, but in the 80s. They were making those like they essentially it is a beat.
Yeah.
There's no lyrics behind it. It's just a band, three guys, two dudes with those Chapman sticks and one dude with a horn. But my point is like my musical taste is went because of this genre, because of being a fan of country rap and having so many different, selections of artists within the genre. Now I listen to so much more stuff. I used to listen to a lot of rock. Now I listen to way more rock.
Yeah, man. And me as an artist, bro, it's hard for me to listen to anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want, like, I hear a song and it's like, man, I want to make that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, here lately, I've been listening to a lot of Warren. Is it Ziders or Zaders?
Yeah.
I like his style of music, but I hear songs I'm like, man, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do that, but I was like, hold up, man, you got to stay on your deal because there's so many artists that. My son, he'll be like, you ever heard this song? And I was like, yeah, dude, back in the 60s and 70s, they just sampled it. And he's like, I was like, yeah. And then I go play the original song. And
Yeah, but what would hurt of you covering stuff like that, bro? I loved when you did those covers all the time. That was dope.
hey, hang on. I got one for you.
Oh, look at that.
Hang on. I'm just going to play it.
Yeah, play it. He said I got one. That's awesome, bro. Not enough people do them.
Yeah,
Just
I think my favorite cover will always be Run Around Sue.
Yeah, that's a good one. I remember I was so close to guessing that song, dude. I was so close when you were about to put it out. I that was actually in the list of songs that I was thinking it could be because you gave me a hint with the year. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna cover Run Around Sue though.
Yeah, bro. That's
Did.
one. Where's that, bro?
Cass's favorite is the Cher cover.
All right, you ready?
No way.
It's alright if you love me. It's alright if you don't. I'm not afraid of you running away, honey. I get the feeling you want.
Bro, I love Tom Petty, bro.
There is no sense in pretending. Your eyes give you away. Something inside you is feeling like I do. You said all there is to say.
Are you shooting a video?
I don't know, bro.
Why not?
Oh, I'll probably put it out for too much longer. I redid
Shoot a video. Shoot a video kicking it around the field, dude. Do your own rendition to that.
I did a cover to Little Red Corvette from Prince too.
Oh man, you got to put those. That's what I'm saying. I'll be real with you. I wrapped Christmas presents one time to those on replay over and over and over because they're so
cover songs.
yeah. All of even the what is that? The mushroom one.
Oh, Magic.
No, the cover of Juice World. Ain't it Juice World that does that?
Oh yeah, fell in love with your face off the shrooms.
Off the shrooms, yeah. And then the what is it? Post Malone. I think he did a Post Malone cover.
Yeah,
That was really good.
And then I did I modernized
I can't remember the one.
Oh my gosh, man, I got so many songs, dude.
You did the Cher. Yeah, I can tell you.
I did Believe from Cher.
I can tell you. You know what's crazy is there was so many of them. Like for me, I thought in the beginning, I thought you had so many of them. But once you listen to him, you're like, man, he's got like 8. I think it's 8 or 7. That's what I'm saying. We need more of those. A lot of people like those.
I did
I
Die
think
Happy Man from Thomas Rhett.
yes, Fall Apart, Post Malone.
Looking
Out,
for Love.
yeah.
Yeah, Looking for Love. That was my all time. That one and Run Around Sue's my all time favorite. Run Around Sue was my last cover song ever, bro.
Yeah, you did get rid of. You got rid of more than just that on here. It looks
Dude,
like.
honestly, bro, you know why? I got so busy pumping out songs to Europe, I didn't have time. But
Yeah.
now all them songs I feel like was kind of a waste because we ain't even gonna do nothing.
Yeah, you gonna ever put them out?
Switched up, but I mean it's cool. Like we can go back and redo some lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But
You could reuse the hooks and stuff. I'm sure, right?
yeah, I got one. I'll play this one.
I have your. Hold on, let me see this new one downloaded. I have this new one. You want me to play this new one? Some of this new one, real quick.
Well, hang on, bro. I was gonna play this.
Oh, you got a cover?
No, this is an original. But it's more of the country rap, like kind of lane thing. But there's no cussing in it, nothing like that.
Okay.
But we might put it out. I'll give you a little sample of it. I gotta find it. Look, bro. Look. All these are voice recordings and songs, dude.
No way.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, I bet you that's hard to find.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I gotta go back, way back.
I don't even know how to find downloads. Oh, files. Durr.
Oh, here it is, right here. Country as a mallet.
Oh man, that's awesome, bro.
Hang on, bro. Wait till you hear the hook. You know I'm the master of the hooks. R.I.P. to Lisa. Now,
That's dope, bro.
if you're a real cowboy, you know what R.I.P. to Lisa means. And if you don't know Lisa Harris, you ain't no real cowboy. Come on.
Bro, that's crazy because you didn't really take nothing away from what you were doing before, other than the lyrics are just
No,
are
I
clean.
even said the only thing I'm trusting is my Bible.
Yeah, yeah.
And that one right there, that could be a future song. It's a fun song. There's no cussing in it too, but it's also talking about. I wrote that when I got back from touring in California because I was in LA. I was in all these south of San Francisco. I can't remember that name. San Jose.
Okay.
And Bakersfield. But shout out Bakersfield, California, man, and Porterville, California, man. Y'all my type of people. Uh-oh. Am I here alone? Kurt, are you there?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I wrote that song.
Shout out to Bakersfield, California. Is that what you said? That's
Shout out to Bakersfield, California, and Porterville, California, man. That's my ranching family out there, bro. They cool, man. Bunch of dairy farmers and cuties oranges out there. But when I was on tour out there, man, I got to experience the LA lifestyle, and it sucked. This is horrible, bro. So I wrote that song. They can take me out of the country, but they can't take my roots. You know what I'm saying? And then, we had the whole European tour thing going on. A lot of stuff happened with that on visas and stuff, but it's still gonna happen. We're just trying to figure out like venues and replan it. It takes a long time to plan a European tour with the venues and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I bet. You're
So,
only touring in Europe?
huh?
You're only touring overseas. You're not touring.
I got, I got, man, I got text today about doing a show in Kentucky. Oh, I know a promoter up there, but I got a show in June in Southwest Missouri at Southwest Missouri Fest, and it's a big smoking fest. But I got hooked up with them from Fro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna headline this one, and
Oh, that's dope.
yeah. So and then I did an event last year. It was like a Hispanic thing. J Hop, Cool Hand Luke, shout out to them.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I seen that. There was
Yeah, they all come out there,
cars
but
and
it was the first event the dude ever had. You know what I'm saying? And like it was his first like kind of testing the waters kind of thing. And it actually turned out good. Like it was fun, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the music thing, the people that go out there to mud ride, they go out there to mud ride. They've been out there all day, so they're tired and they're ready to come home. But and I get that. And so yeah, it just like the music thing just needed to be more put together with
right.
the events. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a mud bog I do in Florida. No, it's St. George, Georgia.
Okay.
I used to go down there every event, bro. But
Is that where Out Here in the Sticks was shot?
no, that was shot in Alabama.
Okay.
But the thing in Florida, he has this big event, but the stage is so far away from where everything's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to get people to, you know what I'm saying, recruited. And like Bottleneck's been out there. Like Bottleneck goes out there and sits and watches the races, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I've met him. I know all these people.
Yeah.
And but certain things, bro. But I've headlined that, and I had one night, bro. It turned out real good. It was like 200 people, and I was a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Headlining it, but he liked me doing a show. He liked my performance and how I worked the crowd and all that stuff. He's like, man, I got to get you to come back. He's like, next time I'll pay you. And so I got to headline it, but Trucks Gone Wild was out there too. So he brought the president of Trucks Gone Wild out over there, and they all followed the president of Trucks Gone Wild. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course, right, exactly.
am I playing in London? I don't know. We had a London date, but I think, but I don't know. We haven't really talked about the new Europe tour and all that stuff yet. We trying to get this new record out. I got a new PR. Trent Reese, shout out Trent Reese, new PR, working all my Europe stuff over there, my press release and all that stuff. Shout out to my manager, the DJ himself, RMN, and my producer, Just Jazz.
I think maybe somebody was in here from that RNM because I seen somebody Rue or something.
Rue?
Yeah, that popped in here and says Ski Mask is one of the hardest working people we got on RNM. I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's Rue. It was like Rue something.
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, I sent my manager the link so he'd pop in.
And maybe that's him.
It could be. I don't know. I figure he'd come in through Pose.
That's pretty dope. So yeah, so do you spend a lot of time over there in Europe?
I spend more time on WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, communicate. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, bro. When RMN calls me, bro, it's a 4 to 6 hour long conversation. We're gonna talk about music for 30 minutes, and then the next 5.5 hours we're gonna talk about flat Earth and conspiracy theories.
It was We Ruined. It was Roon.
We
We
room.
Ruined. Yeah. Yeah.
We.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my question. I was like, man, how does he work with Europe? Because I didn't even know you could find iTunes charts in Europe, but you can, and they're there. And you were doing your thing on a couple of your drops. I think radio did real well. What
Yeah,
was
hit
it?
#1 country charts in Europe.
Yeah, there was another one that did really well too.
No gravity.
Yeah, I think it was No Gravity.
So I had since Country Boy Ballin', Cruise, uh, No Gravity, Radio. I feel like I'm missing one.
See right here, We Ruin Flips. No, I'm here. RMN. See, they're still in here.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see the kilts.
yeah. Kilts. They wear kilts in England. I didn't know that. Scotland. That's right.
Oh,
Scotland.
bro. Yeah, bro. They let the breeze fly, bro, and let the air out.
Hey, I can see now, bro. You gotta get a kilt to match the mask. You gotta have a kilt. You
Now look,
can't be a part of it without a kilt. You can't go to Scotland and not have a kilt. What
hey,
do they say? When in Rome, be Rome, be Roman.
when in Rome, I walk. Yeah. RMN, he already said when you come over here, we're gonna get you a kilt, some bagpipes.
Bro, they better start custom making your kilt right now, just like that mask. We Rune, take notes. That's the kiln right there. Is it a kiln? Is that what it's called, or a kilt? I feel like a kiln is what you get
Kilt.
clay. What? A kiln is where you fire your clay pots in.
Yeah.
A kilt is like a Scottish skirt, I guess you call it, right? I don't think that's the right way to say. See, man, now I have a whole bunch of Scotland people coming to get me for calling their kilt a skirt.
They gonna kilt you.
Yeah, killed me to death. Oh boy.
You don't want to mess with them Scots, bro. They like to fight over there.
Bro, you know what the worst part about it is? That I thought about this. And then after they knock you out, they got an easy tea bag, bro. They just squat. There's no need to, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to, like Call of Duty. You just run up and just teabag everybody.
Hey,
That's cool, dude.
you know what I think about uh every time I think about a kilt?
Hmm.
I think about Fat Bastard from Austin Powers.
Yeah, see, they're mad already. They said it's not a Scottish skirt. I didn't mean that, bro. I'm sorry. I like them. If I had them, and I ain't gonna say I'd wear one because I
Send
can't. You know.
send Captain Kirk an Irish kilt. I mean a Scottish kilt. Dang, I would do that too, bro.
No, at least we're both in the doghouse together,
You
bro.
got me, bro. You got me going down this lane of butchering.
You're the one that's got to get on that. What'd you call it? What was the app called you have to use to video call? What's up? What's up app?
What's
You're the
that?
one that's got a What's up app, people. At least I don't got to talk to them. They're gonna be mad at you for calling it an Irish skirt. That's like the worst thing you could have called it.
I know, bro. Yeah, I'm Scottish.
He said it's a man's outfit. I agree. Over there, it is. If you could wear, listen, if you could wear that over here, I give it to you.
Yeah.
I just seen that new Willy Wonka movie, and that dude had that one of those on, and he was big as hell with that thing on. And I wouldn't have said a damn word to him about his kilt.
Hey, you know what I got going for me that you don't though?
What?
Everybody knows me in Scotland.
Yeah, yeah. Then you definitely better wear a kilt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. That's already in the talks, bro. A kilt and some bagpipes.
That's got to be tough performing though in a kilt.
We coming for you, Kurt. Oh, see, gang, gang.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm
I'm
Scottish.
so.
I'm Scottish, bro, and my daughter's got the hair to prove it.
My daughter's got red hair. Ain't that what it's supposed to be?
Your daughter's Irish red.
Yeah. Dang it. Well, depends on the shade. Just I got red chin hair somewhere in here. There's some red in there. That's horrible, bro. I feel bad now because I didn't mean to call it a skirt, but at the end of the day, what else you call it? I learned that they call fanny packs bum bags. So there's so many different language barriers over there. I just got to be careful. What I would say petting a horse, they call it stroking a horse. I would never say stroking a horse over here. I just said it. I probably shouldn't even said that. It'll get clipped. Kurt's stroking horses. Horrible, dude.
Look, Daddy, I'm a farmer.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what you got. Listen, what is the name of the song that you got coming tomorrow? I didn't even look.
He will be back again.
All right, let me see. Let me see what we got here. I don't know how loud it's going to be, so let me see.
Watch me fall to the ground. Pick me up when I was down. Showed me the better way. Showed me how to keep the faith. It's you up before anything. You're my saving grace. And when I put you before everything, it all falls in place. Like, I don't know what I would do without you. You drug me out all the pain that I've been through. And I don't know what I would do without you. You drug me out all the pain that I've been through. There's a clock ticking somewhere in the sky, and it's watched over by a guy who sent his son to die for you. Yeah, yeah. So put your faith in him. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, that's fire, dog.
Yeah, bro.
That's fire.
Let's play a little bit longer and listen to that harmonic solo.
Give me back. There's a clock ticking somewhere in the sky, and it's watched over by a guy who sent his son to die for you. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
bro.
put your faith in him. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause he
No way, bro. Did you? Is that a sample or is that plain? Is
Oh,
somebody played that?
that's playing. I got the video of the dude playing it, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, that was in the studio, like freestyle with a harmonica in your mouth.
That's wild, dog. That's wild.
Hey, who asked me do I write my own lyrics earlier?
I don't think they're in here anymore.
Okay, well, let me backtrack just a little bit because I just seen a name pop up, and it's my really good homie.
Okay.
So there's one song that I had a person help me write, and that song is called Radio. And I brought my really good friend, Mr. Mike Sons. I wish he had an applause and a horn. Mr. Mike Sons helped me write the radio song and made it a banger.
No way, bro. Mike is, then. I don't have to tell you about Mike. Dude, Mike's got a voice that I never thought Mike could ever have. I didn't think Mike had it in him.
Bro, I like to joke a lot and just like have fun. But when it comes to music, bro, I don't listen to music, but I listen to Mike Sons, if you know what I mean.
He don't put out enough music. I'm glad he's doing this. What is it? 100 songs, 100 whatever, 100 for 100. I'm excited for that because he doesn't have.
You know what, though? I'm even closer friends with Mr. Shout out to Clint Smith here.
Mm-hmm.
And I have things of Mike Sons that you've never heard before.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
We keep it family.
That's funny you say that because I have. There is stuff that I've heard that ain't out yet, but you're right. Mike does have a lot more music than I think he sits on it. I think Mike sits on it. You sit on music. I know you sit on music.
Yeah, I sit on music. I think Mike Sons has got so much music. And Mike Sons, if you up in here, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think Mike Sons has got so much music that it's a little bit I guess production wise is a little less quality than what his new stuff is. So I think what he wants to do is push that older stuff out before he releases what I've heard. I'm telling you, bro, I got sent a song. If it ain't on the charts, bro, I'm going to go to Apple or I'm going to go to Billboard myself and have a protest.
I'll say this, bro, for real, like Mike, the dude, he has the ability to grab attention from the singing aspect of it and the rapping aspect of it.
Yeah.
while also just being a real family. His wife's got these little things they sell and pie. I think it was pies, and they got all these
Bro,
things.
dude,
It's an American dream, bro. So how can you not get behind somebody like that?
they hustle. This bro, this dude, man, what was he selling? Candles or
I think it
this
might
dude?
be. Yeah, it's candles, I think, or pies. It might be pies. It's something, bro. He's selling something.
No, they went to it. They went to a farmer's market, bro.
They have them. They go to farmers markets
They
all the
go to
time.
farmers markets, bro, and they
Yeah,
brand their own
yeah,
produce and sell
yeah.
it as merch, bro. That's a freaking hustle.
I would be rapping to the people buying whatever they're selling. I'd be writing a rap song, or I'd be singing to them. Buy my soul, buy my soul.
Pound cakes and jelly and jams. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Jelly and jams, bro.
Jelly and jams. I'll be writing a track called Jelly and Jams, and I'll be shouting out all my flavors of jelly and jams, and I'd be playing that thing from the loudspeakers at the damn.
Bro, but
For real, I'll be performing jelly and jam out there with the crowd selling. I'll be eating crackers with jelly and jam on it.
how many artists are doing that, bro?
Nobody put his face on the jellies and jams.
Yeah, bro. And you know what's crazy? You
Send a
think
wave file with him.
you would think Jelly Roll would have done that.
He's got Rolling with Jelly, the food truck.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
But you could definitely put your wave file on the side of your jam containers, and they could sing a jingle while they eat some jam.
for sure. But
Yeah,
bro, I know what Mike does, bro. He takes that speaker and microphone everywhere he goes, dude. He'll perform in a parking lot.
that's what you should do.
But do
Um,
you know? Do you know? That's what I told Clint, bro. I was like, that's more nerve wracking than performing in front of a sold out crowd.
I bet. I bet, bro.
Like I had the opportunity to go to Vegas one time, and I ended up not going. But oh, I was hitting venues. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be up in town. If y'all need a singer, come through. I'll come. And I would send them like a separate file, like my cover songs, and then I would send them like my originals. See which one they like, which one they vibe to, because they got little guys that come up there, singer songwriters, do cover songs with a guitar in a Mexican restaurant. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mhm.
was trying to find a venue, and then I got to doing research. I can't remember the name of the street in Vegas, but it's real famous. But like they got street performers, and I was like, well, screw it. I just go get my permit for $30 freaking dollars, and I'll just stand there and do it to a speaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a mask on and everything, right?
I got to thinking about it. I was like, do I really want to do that?
Yeah.
But like I
Just throwing
questioned
it to you.
that. But whenever I was on tour with Fro, we're doing sold out shows of thousands of people, and I never questioned it at all.
That's great.
It's so simple to me.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably pretty nerve wracking, but a show's probably different because there's probably lights in your face preventing. Well, I know there's in most, if
Yeah,
it's a light crew, they're gonna block your face pretty well with lights, so you don't see as many people. You're not getting that on the street. That's why that dude, what is that? Harry Mack. He would perform on the street and rap like
yeah.
that. I thought
Oh,
that was
bro,
really dope.
how does he do that?
I don't know.
No, like not how does he perform on the street, but how does he
How's he
do
rap? How's he rap like that? I don't know.
like, bro, give me 3 words. And this dude, like, but he don't just say the 3 words. This dude tells a freaking story and definitions about the 3 words.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, bro, how do you do that?
Or he'll start rapping about stuff behind you, and the one dude will blow his nose, and he said he's blowing his nose while I'm
Yeah,
rapping about. I'm like, no, you
yeah,
did, dude.
yeah. I don't know how he does that, bro. That's like a,
Like off top, literally right off the top.
yep. I don't
But
know.
I listened to something too, and I noticed something he does. He'll reset by saying Harry Mack. He'll like reset his flow pattern with his name.
Yeah,
And I think looking back on like old school hip hop, and you think about like the old school hip hop freestyles, they use their name in order to kind of like reset what they were talking about, if that makes sense. And I see him do it less and less now. Like maybe he's using other words to
yeah,
reset and you don't notice him. And that's why it's so smooth. I don't know. It's pretty crazy though, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, I think true artists always have resets. I had resets performing
Yeah.
because, like, there was some nights I got turned. You know what I'm saying? Like on tour, and I was like, well, uh, sometimes I forget my lyrics, especially to a song like I just dropped. And I just never really listened to it.
Yeah.
Just like throw it in my set, and but I'd have I'd have mine like most of the time my verses were turned down, but I kept my hooks up because they're so strong. And some people just double over. I don't really like to do that. I like to kind of let you know, like, hey, it's really me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No, I feel that. It's crazy because Upchurch just had that happen to him and Corbin.
Really?
Yeah, he was doing jumps the gun. And I'm sure you know how how you have the ears in and you
Mhm.
can't hear nothing other than what the band behind you is singing.
Yeah.
So he's doing a large set where his set's constantly changing from track, and then some shows he doesn't do the same song. So when he went to do jumps the gun, he was waiting for his backup to start singing the verse, and then he was just gonna link up off of what they were singing, and they never started singing it. And they both thought, "Oh, you were gonna remember it? No, I was. You were gonna remember that? No, neither one of them knew. So he was gonna skip it, and everyone's like, "Oh, we know." And Church was like, "Kurt, you know the rest of this?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, start singing it." And I got to sing it with him. He's
Yeah.
like, Skin saved the show." So it's cool to see, like, it definitely does happen to big artists, small
Oh yeah,
artists,
bro.
and all in between.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen Fro like look back like, but then he starts sea walking or dancing and just kind of throw your mind off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
for sure.
I mean, it happens. And like Lil Wayne, do you know? Do you know he has teleprompters on stage with him?
No, I didn't know that.
Like karaoke, like one of the songs going,
Reading it, yeah,
but
reading the
he
lyrics.
does not write his music at all. It's all freestyle. So, and he has so many freaking songs. And I remember watching a interview of him a long time ago. They were quoting his lyrics, and he's getting all excited. He's like, "Who said that?" And he was like, "You said that." He's like, "Oh, I said that." Yeah, getting all excited. I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, you can't. It's hard. Like, cause like me, whenever I do a song, once it's recorded and the video's put out, I forget about that song because I'm on to thinking about what's next.
Yeah. What's the next song? You're right,
And then
right.
whenever it comes to performing, I have to listen to it a couple of times, like on the way to where I'm performing or something. I have to listen to it a couple of times and like, oh, okay, I got it, I got it.
Bro, look at what Wee Rune said. Earlier he said I need a Scottish teabag kilt uh session. Now he's talking about your next song will be Kurt Hates Kilts, released in Scotland with hashtags and links, bro. Do you see this?
Yeah, he's messing with you, bro.
Now I know he is, but that would be crazy. I would have a Kurt Hates Kilt song. I got a diss track from some guy yelling about my red shirt. I got all types of things.
Hey, bro, that's the YouTube family right there, the YouTube life.
It's crazy though. Who would think? Who would I'm just saying, bro. Like if there's not a higher power, then somebody up there is really having a good time with everybody down here. Because I would have never thought I could say that. I've done reactions, I've done interviews with huge artists, but I've also got diss tracks by a dude with almost 2 million subscribers on me. Like I never thought that would be obtainable. Like that's not a goal. That was not on my goal list. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
it's crazy, dude.
I,
Oh, it's crazy.
that's like me, bro. Like I was gonna DM Afroman and be like, "Hey, bro, I got this song I think you'll like." And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the more respective thing, and I'm just gonna message his manager. You know what I'm saying? And be more respected towards his manager. And
Right.
I'm glad I did, bro, because his manager changed my freaking life. Like I messaged him, I'm like, yeah, they ain't no telling what he's gonna freaking charge. Oh, he's gone. Kurt, are you there?
I did it again. I freaking hate this new mouse, bro. This mouse, let me show you so you can understand. It did it. I'm sorry, bro. I
Oh,
did.
you're good.
Look at this. See this button on the side of this stupid thing? See this
Yeah.
two little buttons? One of them, that button right here, that's the devil button. When you press that button, it takes you back. It's real convenient when you're like surfing the internet and you don't want to have to keep going to the back button up there.
Yeah.
But doing this, all I go to do is touch my mouse and tap that sucker.
Bump it with your thumb.
It's yeah, that's exactly what happens. It's a hairpin on it too, and I got a fat welder thumb that's been burned and smashed. So I
Yeah.
try in this little groove thing that they got created here, that little pocket. It's just it doesn't like it's anyway. We were talking about I don't even know again. I did it again.
We're talking about Fro.
Fro. Okay.
Oh,
Back to Fro.
oh yeah. Yeah, now you because once I said that, I remember too. But anyways, I did the more respective thing of going through his management for the
Yes.
feature, and man, it like the next day I wasn't expecting to get an email from his manager. You know what I'm saying? The next day it said, "Hey, can we have a talk?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." And I sent him my number. He called me that evening, and we had like an hour-long conversation on what we were gonna do. And he's like, "Look, why don't you just come up here? We'll put you all in the studio together. Let's redo it." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, bro. I'm down." And then he's like, "Also, we're gonna have a show in Poplar Bluff. Shout out to Clint Smith here for driving up for that show." Uh, so yeah, man. And after that, I think I did Poplar Bluff, and then I did St. Louis, then I did Kentucky, and then we went to California on that tour. And then I come back and did Hickory, North Carolina, and Bristol, Tennessee with Ace Miller. Shout out to Ace Miller. That's the homie right there. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I heard you. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I don't know. Somebody was asking about if you were going on tour. I'm thinking, man, if they only knew you were just all over the place.
Yeah, bro. I was just everywhere, man. And then, like I said, we are supposed to do Europe November, but we had some deals with some work visas and all that stuff because we were going to be over there. But my work visa's in. Everything's cleared with the European nations over there, and so I think I got 12 months to get over there and get all
Get
my
it running.
yeah. So we got time. It just takes time and like booking venues and planning and which artist, who artists, who's the openers, who's the headliner, and I think Ice Cube was just over there. Oh, my manager sent me some pictures of that. That was pretty cool. Uh, and Professor Griff from Public Enemy.
Okay.
You remember Public Enemy, Flavor Flav, and all them.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's doing some stuff with us. So yeah. Shout out Professor Griff.
Well, listen, you got that song dropping tomorrow. It's a music video, right?
Yes, sir. It'll be it dropped on Pose today. It'll be on my official channel tomorrow. I'm gonna set it for 11 a.m. my time, which would be Central. And then I think the official streaming Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, etc. That all drops at midnight, I think.
Okay.
So I've had 4 in a row hit the charts in Europe. So we're going. This is my first gospel Christian song, and more of the lane I'm trying to follow. So we'll see what the charts bring us with this one.
Would you say it's close to like what you did with radio? I mean, because
Yeah,
radio is a pretty clean cut track.
yeah. Radio was pretty clean, man, and it had certain special little references to like who could it be other than God? Ain't no way nobody know what's inside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, Mike's son sent me that, and I changed up some lyrics. I sent it back, and we were just back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And man, there ain't no. Now, if you heard him do it, it probably sound better.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Might
man,
be.
bro, because I mean,
Is
he
it-
had that whoo at the beginning. He got that R&B, bro.
Oh, he sang. He recorded it, sent it to you, and then you re-record. Ah, that was smart. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
bro. Like, so we would like he would send me the lyrics, and I'd go through the lyrics and just change stuff, and then I send him back. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics and stuff, and then he would do just like a voice memo, and like I would kind of get, you know what I'm saying? Like we would get the feel of it, and then I would record my vocals, and I would send him like the rough.
Yeah, I
What
know
was-
exactly what you're talking about. I got a homeboy that let me hear a song that Post Malone is gonna be doing that's unreal, but the person did the same thing. They actually recorded the entire track as their lyrics,
Yeah,
and he sent it to Post Malone, and Post Malone does the rest of it. And that was crazy to hear, dude.
yeah,
'Cause it's not all done, but for the most part, it's all done when they get it.
yeah. It's like a
But,
demo kind of thing, man. And
exactly. Yep.
back in the day, bro, like a demo was like a rough recording on like a microphone and a CD player, just to show somebody you could rap. You know what I'm saying? Or show somebody you could sing. Now a demo to me is more digital formed, and it's like, hey, here's your demo, but this ain't the actual recording because everything's so compressed now and this and that. But back in the day, like when Eminem said he turned in demos, they were
Yeah.
straight freestyles on a tape recorder in a basement, and he
Yeah.
would go to record labels be like, hey, I can rap. Here's a demo.
Yeah, those are the unheard tapes that he's got lingering around where he's sent off
Yeah.
and they never got. Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure, bro. That's crazy.
yeah, you have newer artists that are actually, it's more of the kind of big room sound effect. It's not studio quality. It's more like, hey, sitting in somebody's garage with a little bit of echo, the kind of raw vocal. That's what I like.
Well, look, dog, I'm excited to see the new Ski Mask. I can't
Yeah,
really
bro.
say new because I know that you've always been a man of faith, but I think
Yeah,
it's just a little bit more of a personal message that you're going to give us instead of uh and no disrespect when I say this, but more of a generic hype flow and hype sound all the time.
yeah,
Uh, it'll be more of a personal because you still got that same sound, but it's more. It's I don't even know how to really explain it. It's like crisper yet like radio. What is really a good example? Because I'm gonna play radio. There's a bunch of people that said, "Oh, who is this guy? How does he? How is he even known? If he isn't known here, how is he known in Europe?" He's been doing really well in Europe because of I think more of the personal message that he's putting in his music rather than the hype energetic. So I don't know, man. I really look forward to what you're doing. You already are well aware of the hate that you're gonna get for what you're
oh,
doing. And
yeah.
I know that you can handle it as an individual, and it's gonna be fun watching you navigate your way through this thing because it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be challenging, but you know what? At the same time, man, you know how much courage it takes to
Yeah.
do what what I'm saying, like what I'm fixing to do. And I think I messaged you, and if you don't mind me telling this story, because people want to know a little bit more about me, but let's
Go
go
ahead.
back to me and you more personal when we first met. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I remember you messaging me, be like, "Hey, bro, do you mind sharing this? And I need 3 more subscribers."
Hmm.
And then you messaged me back. It's like, "Hey, bro, thanks. I got my 3 more subscribers."
Yeah.
Like that's how long me and Kurt's been. I've been with Kurt since day one. You know what I'm saying? But
It's
like
facts.
I went on tour and but we always stay in touch. We got each other's phone numbers. Dude can text me anytime, just like I can text him anytime. But Kurt got busy with church.
Hmm.
So I was like, hey, let Kurt do that church thing because that's
Hmm.
what he wants to do. And church helped put him on even more with
Right.
the whole,
The
what was
true crime,
that?
Kylie, all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
man. I followed that day one.
Yep.
So yeah, me and Kurt, we've been day ones. He was one of my day ones. Him and Kenny Reacts were my first reaction people to react to my music.
Ain't that crazy, bro? Looking back and think, because a lot of us talked about this. Like one day we'll be doing this in a different situation in life, and for the most part, all of us are, man. We're all in a different direction than we were 2 years ago.
Yep.
You know,
And to people that don't know me, uh, I'm kind of newer to the artist thing, but I've been in the industry for a long time. Uh, wink, wink.
yeah,
I've had people that y'all dream of having features in my backyard.
That's crazy.
and that's facts.
Yeah, yeah, that is. That's
And
wild.
Kurt knows a little story about a certain somebody that works with somebody that knows me personally, and if it wasn't for me, that person wouldn't know that person. So,
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's
and
yeah.
bro, oh man, I almost sent you a message like, "Hey, bro, you need to do this subliminal thing to him."
Mhm.
And just to say and be like, oh, because you know what I'm saying, because he
Yeah,
knows,
yeah, yeah. You only know. Only that person will know,
yeah,
right?
only that person's gonna know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
That's
that would be like
crazy.
that would put more like, oh my gosh, this dude, he knows all these people.
Ain't that crazy though? At the end of the day, man, like it is a big family. Like there's all
It is.
turmoil. There's turmoil in every situation in life, and there's turmoil in this stuff. Sometimes people don't always agree with what other people think or what other people say. And bro, like at the end of the day, that's why the internet actually for me is kind of hardened me in that sense. Like I get that people aren't going to understand why I'm saying things or what I mean or they're not going to agree with what I'm saying, but that doesn't mean I should stop saying what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I used to be afraid of that. I used to get on here and think, "Oh man, I better be careful because no. That's if you do that here, you're going to do that in life, right?" So that's kind of where I think you're at with it. Like you don't stand for a lot of the stuff that you see in the media that kids are watching. So rather than use your platform for hype music, you're going to use your platform to talk about the Lord and talk about
yeah,
what you believe in.
yeah. Like I said, man, it ain't about the face and who I am and who I was and all that. It's about the message, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to reach. And I did I I love country rap because, well, I love country in general because that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up ranching and farming and all that stuff. Uh, so that is me. Uh,
You ever heard of JJ Lawhorn?
yeah, yeah. He's more of what I call like Smoky Mountain kind of vibe
Mhm.
to it. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I've heard him, but like I could, you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't say quote a song from him. But I know he's pretty forward with his religion too, and I like that. I do know
Oh
that.
yeah. He's got an album that just dropped called Good Old Boy Gospel. I mean, he is and that's crazy to me because um like I said, bro, I kind of run from that. Like
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, I run from that type of religious music. I feel like I already believe, so why do I need to keep listening about it? But there is some songs from JJ that I truly liked, like I listened to all the time, and that was shocking to me at first. Like, whoa, what's happening? It's kind of like am I getting too old here and I'm starting to listen to gospel music now?
well, I think it's because of his vibe is so
Authentic.
authentic, but the sound of it is so like I'm trying to think of the perfect word but it also means like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yeah.
like grungy, like kind of raw, kind of I guess you could say,
Yeah.
but it's meaningful at the same time. I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. Like it's
Well,
just
listen to this one. This is what you mean by the grunge, but soulful. Like that beat comes in, nice, like jazz almost, like a
yeah,
smooth jazz, and then he's got that like grungy, soft. I was lost in the pines trying to find my way. Every other turn was
yeah,
another mistake. Kept telling myself, that's man. Called I Saw Jesus. That's a good track. I just use that to make a video and put some crosses and stuff in. And I like it, bro. After listening to it 50, 60 times over on
yeah.
the thing, it kind of grew on me. And I mean, it's good to have in the car, bro, when my daughter's riding with me and I want to turn something up loud and not have to worry about, like you said, explicit lyrics.
Yeah, man, and that was kind of the turning point for me with my kids. And like I said, bro, and I really mean this. I thought about your daughter whenever I was because I knew she knows every word out here in the sticks.
Yeah, she does.
Every word, bro. You know how many times you've tagged me and she's singing that song, or
She loves it.
even oceans.
Yeah.
But I'm and oceans that I really don't want her to repeat on accident.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I
I
know.
know young ages and stuff like that. You know, some of them know, some of them don't know, and so yeah, I mean that with all my heart. I've thought about your daughter whenever I put out my music. I'm like,
I
but I
appreciate
think
that.
about my kids and I think about other kids because I know she's a real fan. I mean, she likes me more than Upchurch. You can't get no better than that.
No, yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Though?
Yeah. So yeah, bro. So I I think about the kids, man, and the message and uh 2 years ago whenever I was on no, a year ago whenever I was on tour in California, I got in a little trouble. That was you may have heard about that. But
Um, Probably not.
I about ended up LA County. And man, man, I always have faith, you know, and I got pulled over. I was in wrong. I was high and I was drunk. And I said, Lord, if you let me make it through this, I'll never drink again. And I kept my promise.
That's what's up, bro. Congratulations to that.
Yeah, just kept on smoking. But drinking, I never was a fan of drinking because I always said drinking makes people do things that it either shows your true character or it makes you.
Do you know? You want to know what's funny as hell though? That like it's actually it's like a pat on the back as a dad and as a reactor. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I found Ryan's music, I said I want to listen to this and use it for what I used to use normal hip hop for that was triggering me to use again.
Yeah.
And I really became a fan of him and really started to enjoy what he was doing with Creek Squad and stuff. And that's when I went 2 years ago to the Nashville show and decided that I was going to become a reactor. Well, when I decided I was going to become a reactor, I said, I want to help the other artists that are in this genre that don't have the exposure as Ryan, that are good artists that to their own accord, like not saying that they're just as good or not saying that they're better or as good, whatever, but they're good artists in their own accord, right? They
Yeah.
have their own strengths, whatever. So as long as I can get somebody to see the same artist that I see and appreciate their music in the way that I appreciate it, and it's not just a fan of Upchurch, then I did my job. Bro, you know how many times I get people tell me, oh, I found this person from you. And then now my daughter, who I know loves Upchurch more than just the music, she calls him Uncle Ryan. So
Yeah.
to see her say, I like Ski Mask's music more than Uncle Ryan's. I'm like, what? But that just shows me that I did my job as a parent to
Yeah.
allow her to be a free thinker. I'm not. She doesn't have to think Ryan's music's the best. She can think whoever's is the best. And two, I allowed her to find a new artist through the genre. And look, it was as many people gave me hell about your music and my daughter. You know how many times I got that when she would be dancing and I would have to say hip when you would say something and people would be like, oh, you're letting her listen to Hocus Pocus. And I'm thinking, yeah, but it's not, it's different. Now I don't have to think about that. Now it's, well, I knew this dude was a good guy. I knew he didn't mean
Yeah.
no ill intent in his lyrics. And that's why I allowed my daughter to listen to it. Right.
Well,
Now look at what you're doing though. Now my daughter could sing every lyric that you're going to put out word for word and nobody can bat an eye at it.
yeah, I mean, like when I started back doing music, it was I had a plan to do the more religious things like I'm doing now.
Yeah.
But I also got caught up in the worldly things too, and I'm like, well, nobody wants to listen to gospel. Everyone wants to listen to this other stuff. So I did that. But at the end of the day, bro, my opinion, nobody else's. It's not what the world wants, bro. It's what me and God wants. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. That's my
Yeah.
opinion. I'm not singing for the world anymore. I'm singing for him. Whether it does anything, whether it don't do anything. I don't care. I got my own business. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, but you've always been like that. That's what I'm saying. You definitely stayed true to that because you've always been like, hey, if it don't do what it needs to do, I'm fine anyway. It's not like I gotta
Yeah.
run out and beat people to listen to my music. So even more so now, I feel like it will even create more of a purpose for your music. It's not for it. It really ain't just for you. I mean, I know you say that, but I know there's a lot of people that really enjoy your music, and I think a Ski Mask album, even if it was a more religious side and more positive side, what is what people would enjoy, because you can allow that thing to run for 10, 11 songs instead of hearing two or three songs and then Ski Mask, you know what I mean? Not two or three, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, the old music was how I lived, like out here in the sticks. That's how I
Right.
lived. Uh,
Right.
Cruise, riding around with your wife or your girlfriend, smoking a blunt, just chilling
Yeah,
on the
but a
back.
lot of that's not there anymore, right? A lot of that stuff's gone, huh?
No, the only thing I took down was Hocus Pocus.
Okay, okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, and so yeah, I had like, and then Country Boy Ballin'. That was Catch Me in a Beamer riding dirty through the cut. That was kind
Yeah.
of, I don't know, bro. That was like, you know,
Your Yo Gotti challenge is still there, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that yeah, I get what you mean. I was like you're
Loud blow, 10 on the O in the middle of a field though. Hanging with some country folks and never lost my roots though. The ones that really hold it down, the ones you got to war for. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so and Oceans, hey, and actually I started posting more like biblical stuff and Christian stuff, and Oceans went from the bottom all the way to the top.
Yeah, it makes sense. That song should be way bigger than what it is. As a matter of fact, that's probably what I'll play to get out of here,
And
because that song is that's Kenny found you through Magic. I found you through Oceans.
yeah, and No Gravity was kind of my turning point. That was kind
Yeah.
of the subliminal message of, okay, this is what he wants to do,
Yeah.
because it's like I'm talking about getting high and talking to the Lord, but
Right.
it's also like I'm also wanting a 12 house garage with a bunch of cars, but at the same time, I want what he wants. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
want God's
Right.
will. I don't want my
It's like the devil on your shoulder talking to you. You
yeah.
want this, but at the same time, you know that's not what you want to
Yeah,
really do.
like country
Yeah.
rap was what I lived, what I did, what I grew up doing. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on horses, and I'm building a big horse barn right now. Uh and so I grew up doing that stuff, a little bit of roping and all that stuff, and just, having fun. So that was like country rap was how I live, but this new stuff that I'm doing is actually from the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 I
It's
feel
more
that.
meaningful and
I feel that for sure.
yeah, yeah. So it's more heartfelt. Now I guess because country rap was from the heart too, because that's how I live. That's what I love. But this was more heartfelt from the heart, I guess.
Well, look, dog, there's 2 hours and 20 minutes until it's going to drop, because you said it drops at midnight, right? So I'll be able to get it all. Oh, I got it all anyway. But everybody on the East Coast or the Eastern Standard Time Zone will get it, I guess, in
Yeah, I'm trying to
two
see
hours and 20
the
minutes.
actual time. Well, Scotland, they're
They
six
already
hours
got it.
ahead of us.
They already got it then. Oh, it'll release through Scotland. So maybe it's all. No, it's not out yet. That's got to be confusing too, because you're probably like, oh crap, 6 hours ahead. That means that thing should be out right now.
Bro, I had a TV interview,
Yeah.
and my Rory hit me up, which is RMN, that's my manager. So he was like, "Hey, I got you a TV interview for this show in London." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "What time?" And he was like, "Oh, about one p.m." And I was like, "It's like, dang, bro, I gotta get my kids to school like 7."
That's what time it was, 7 a.m., huh?
Yeah, so I woke up, got my kids to school early, come back, bro, jumped in my fit, and did a whole interview, bro, and then went doing my daily routine, making money.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, dog. Well, listen, man, let's get back together and do this again sometime soon after you get some of these out. And I want to try to react to some. Maybe I'll do the one tomorrow. I don't know. I'm still trying to get up this new computer set up.
Yeah,
I can't make no promises, but I want to definitely I want to do something like that soon.
I send you. I'm gonna send you links to everything. So
Let everybody know where to find you, man.
you can find me at Ski Mask Cowboy official on everything, as far as social media, YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, please. Uh, if you haven't heard about me, Go listen to my older stuff. You'll probably like it. Uh, if you have heard about me, good news. I'm going Christian. What do you got first now? Uh, new song releases tomorrow called "He Will Be Back Again." It's talking about the soon return of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And I've never been more excited to put out a record. I've never been more happy and satisfied to put out a record. And this one's from the heart. So yeah, streaming everywhere tomorrow. It'll be on my YouTube. I'm gonna drop it on my YouTube channel probably about 11 a.m. tomorrow.
All right, bet. I'll be working, but I'll definitely I'll jump in the premiere because I've already heard it. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you, dog. And like I said, let's do this again soon. I'm gonna send us out on Oceans. You're welcome to stay, but after it's over, I'm out of here. I gotta go get this girl to bed.
Yeah,
She's
man. I'll stay kick around try to look at the chat.
all right. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. Everybody, this is Oceans by Ski Mask Cowboy. Go run it up. This is the song that I found Ski Mask Cowboy through. The video is important, but my internet's lagging. Much love, TNT Dad.
Peace out, TNT. There.
I've been having trouble trying to sleep and lonely road battling these demons. And it got me thinking, eyes wide open so I'm never blinking. Chasing dreams with a baby screaming, popping pills till I'm barely breathing. Seeing visions or am I dreaming? Losing my shit like a baby teething. All I really gotta do to get through the pain is I don't really know, so I'm pouring up the drain. Get fucked up and I write and I think medication more off, so I'm rolling up the dank and I pray to my Lord and Savior. Please heal me from this bad behavior. I'm losing my mind and I'm running out of time. I'm so tired, I'm lost, it's crazy. I feel like I'm drowned deep in the ocean with sharks all around.
Bro, I gotta tell you this that I thought was crazy about this video while I'm thinking about it, because I don't even need to see the video. You're in the river in the woods, or you're in like a mangrove inlet to the ocean when you're saying the
I'm in
part about the ocean.
my little creek back behind the house, bro. It's
Yeah,
flooded.
but then aren't you in like an ocean when you're talking about it in the other scene, where you're in like a spot where it doesn't look like a creek? It
Oh, and
looks like,
magic.
yeah, that's what
Oh,
I'm saying. In Magic, you're talking about the creek and you're in the ocean, and then in oceans you're talking about the
yeah.
ocean, but you're in the creek.
I was in my old home, my old living place in Oklahoma in the Salt Plains.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. I was like, man, this dude is really bending my mind here.
Lord save me cause I'm broken. I feel like I'm drowned deep in the ocean with sharks all around me. Lord save me cause I'm broken. My life is tragic. Been through a lot, thanks for asking. Had a lot of friends and now they're ashes. Body lying in a casket.
Appreciate you, Stardust.
Only thing that keeps me sane is my family. Wonder and depression with a mind that's rambling. Now they say that life's a gamble and I suck at gambling.
Hey,
What throw me in a life is cause my mind's dismantling. Oh, I feel like I'm drowned deep in the ocean with sharks all around me. Lord save me cause I'm broken. I feel like I'm drowned deep in the ocean with sharks all around me. Lord save me.
that's a deep one, dog. I appreciate all the new members. Thank you, Cash. She bought 15 memberships for everybody. I appreciate that. Ski Mask, thank you, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro. Thanks
always a
for having
pleasure.
me, man. Shout out to everybody that come through tonight, man, and kicked it with us. We can't do this without y'all. So Thank
That's
you.
facts. That's facts. J-Op, I appreciate you. Everybody, have a great rest of the week. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're out.